Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. Tonight is Wednesday, September 4th. Debate night. Let's get it. Actually, Gabby, off. You done. And you want to leave too? This is how our relationship goes. God over man, man over woman, woman over children. All right, we are back, chat. Hey, everyone put a 1 in the chat if you could hear me loud and clear. Put a 2 in the chat if you can. I think I was suddenly having a little audio issue there. But yeah, so open debate night. Anyone that wants to come in, go ahead and click the first link in the description. Actually, let me go ahead and put that link in the YouTube description. I don't actually think it's there. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Click the first link in the YouTube description. I'm going to go ahead and drop that in there now. And I'm also going to drop it in the comments for y'all. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do this now for y'all. Everyone that wants to join. On Facebook, we're also live as well. So if you want to join on Facebook, if you go to the post that I created, you can go ahead and click that link. I went ahead and put a link there. So on that post I created, I put a link there for everything. All right, let's go ahead and put this link here. We do it live, man. Minor mistake in the beginning. It's all good. Let's go ahead and drop these links in here for y'all. All right, we Gucci. So everyone that's in right now, go ahead. You should be able to see that link in the YouTube description. My assistant was supposed to put that in there. I guess he didn't. Just got to blame everything on Steve, right? All right. Now let me go ahead and drop a comment for y'all so y'all can see it as well. All right, so I went ahead and dropped a comment. So currently everyone that's on YouTube right now, we are Gucci. You should see that comment so you could join the live stream. And then the link is in the description as well. So you should see that. Let me see here. Also, if y'all want me to react to anything, yo, send me some links. I'll go ahead and do a reaction for y'all. I think on a few streams before, y'all did send me some links and I did a little reactions. But we got Rika. Rika, I see you in here trying to join. Can you throw in your camera? And I'll go ahead on and add you up. So throw on your camera. Also, quick note. Anyone that wants to join open debate night, man, we're debating on everything. Dating, relationships, intersexual, male and female intersexual dynamics, politics. We could debate anything you want. So go ahead and click that link and join the stream. If you are a hater, or a supporter of this podcast, click the link. We chop it up. If you are a hater, we're definitely gonna have some good debates, and we're gonna get that smoke going. If you are just a person that supports the podcast, but you got a different opinion on things or perspective, you could join the podcast too. Rika,
Hey,
let's see. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. Where you from?
I'm actually from North Carolina, but I'm from Maryland, but I live in North Carolina.
Maryland, live in North Carolina. Okay. Welcome to No Fugazi Podcast. And what would you like to speak about today? Are you here to debate a topic?
My first time joining. I watch you on podcasts sometimes, my husband and I.
Okay.
So I said I'm jumping on to see what you're talking about.
Jumping on. Well, pretty much how I host these debates are, it's open for debates and also supporters too. If you have a topic, I don't have any topics in mind, but
Okay.
I create this space where on Wednesdays, I allow all people to come on and, we chop it up and we speak about anything. So do you have any topics off mind or offhand that you want to speak about, or any concerns of, well, not concerns, any points of contention that you have with my content?
I actually agree with a lot of things that you say.
Okay.
I would say that the women that I come across majority of the time, I find that trying to be nice about it. The independent situation is a problem. I think women who are high earners, I'm speaking about women who are probably between $75,000 to $100,000 a year. Women have a problem with the leadership situation with men. I think the submission issue is a problem. I agree with that. I agree with men don't care about how much money you make. They care about the peace, the eating, the sex. I think all these are very important.
We're not,
Yeah.
difficult creatures. We're pretty simple.
But it's important for women to have some independency, because we do have relationships where men take advantage of women who don't have it. So I understand the women's perspective on things, but I think there's a thin line with it. There's a lot of women who are in these high caliber jobs or making good money that are single.
Yep.
They have kids, but they're not married. And I think
But they're not
also
married,
the criteria is a problem. I think women don't have criteria at all. So if I ask a young woman, what type of man do you want to deal with? What kind of husband do you want? They're on this big thing about not being judgmental. It's kind of taking, if someone talks to me or he wants to talk to me or he wants my number, I give it. But what is the criteria? How many children does he have? Does he live alone? Does he have a retirement plan? All these different things that women need to have in order to get the quality type of man that they want. But so I think a lot of women that's in the high earning area, they don't have the criteria, and they've kind of just been burnt before. And I think they just kind of done with it, and they don't think the good men are out there, and they are. There are a lot of good men out there.
Yeah,
in general.
I mean, from what I've observed is, most women don't want to settle. They have a hard time settling because they're hypergamous. Their hypergamous nature, supersedes it all. Supersedes everything besides their feelings most of the time. I would say women generally speaking, they prioritize feelings before anything. That's why, a guy that can rizz a girl up and he could be a broke bum. Broke guys get cheeks too, because women prioritize feelings. So I say feelings, right under feelings is their hypergamous nature, meaning that when they start to think long term, they want a man that's doing better than them on usually all regards, financially especially. But I would say in regards to, I know you made at one point there when you said that, sometimes, men could take advantage of, certain women. Well, it's the same thing on both ends. There's always exceptions to the rule where you meet just a terrible person, and both parties can be taken advantage of. The thing is, it's not about the taking advantage of. It's not everyone, but I'm sure most people definitely in 2024 has been scammed in some type of way.
Correct.
Right? So that's the thin line, right? So, I mean, women put on their best face and men, they put on their best face. And it's all up to the person that has the ability to make good judgment when choosing a partner. So you have to take accountability. So if you've been scammed, of course, it's like, God dang, like, okay, you go ahead and tell your bank fines the merchant, get your money back. But you still have a degree of accountability because you should have looked at the Google reviews. You should have looked at a multitude of things before purchasing from this merchant. That's the same thing with a relationship. The woman, she should look at a multitude of things before she allows someone to clap her cheeks.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So
that goes along with the criteria.
Gotta use her discernment.
You got to meet the criteria. I think quality meets quality. So
For sure.
you have a quality of people that deal with each other. But I think women have more control over who we sleep with. We make decisions on it.
And this is why, since you have control over who you sleep, because you got to think about it. You really don't get burnt if you don't give up cheeks. Like when you give up cheeks, it's like, dang, I gave up cheeks to the wrong person. God dang, like he kind of just used me, or he really, he rizzed me up. I didn't know that he had 4 baby mamas. I didn't know that he was broke. So, and that normally happens after they give up cheeks. If the chick don't give up cheeks, she's just like, oh, well, I found out this about him. Well, who cares? Like, I ain't let him smash anyway. You know what I'm saying? So the key is that since women give up cheeks, they have to prioritize one. They prioritize feelings. Don't prioritize feelings because the dudes that's, nice with girls, he'll get in there. He'll find his way. I would say the best thing for women to prioritize, if we're being honest, would be discernment. I mean, would be their hypergamous nature. Which is natural. The reason why, because the hypergamous nature is already like a sourcing mechanism itself. Like you're looking for inadequacies in a man. You know what I mean? Like their hypergamous nature, you're looking for a man that's taller, stronger, that makes more money, that's competent. So your hypergamous nature is already like, sourcing out like, oh, is he a bum? Is he incongruent? Is he, inconsistent? Does he, can he lead? Can he not lead? Can he provide me a future? So like the woman's natural biology on, when she sees a man and she's always looking to disqualify him, I think that's the best area to prioritize for a woman, but actually go more into it. Like most men, like broke dudes are incongruent. They broke. You could find he's incongruent in the things that he says and the things that he does. It just truly doesn't match up. He usually gives off used car salesman's vibes.
Correct.
So it's like, and then you get a guy that's indecisive. Well, incongruent and indecisiveness is 2 areas within a man that if they are indecisive and incongruent, well, if you're bad in this area, you're probably bad in a multitude of areas as far as keeping a job, getting a good job, maintaining yourself. So if you just look at those things, and then like leadership too, like most masculine men, if they are into you, hey girl, I want to see you, we're going to go here, where it is, we're going to have a good time. That's decisiveness. That's a man that knows what he wants. Green flag. Red flag is he texts you, he like, so yeah, what you trying to do today? What do you mean what I'm trying to do today? You supposed to lead. You know what I mean? So women can source this out right from the beginning if they truly want.
And I agree, but this is the problem with what you're saying. Those skills have to be taught because you don't just get that from jumping out in the world and doing your thing. I believe a lot of the behavior that a lot of women, I'm not going to say young women, I'm going to say there's women that are my age, older and younger. The thing you're talking about, that has to be something that is taught or being observed because
correct.
A lot of women don't have those type of skills.
Well, not even just taught. Women do have those type of skills naturally. Like naturally, women have the ability, women are social creatures. You have the ability to walk into a room and just know right off the bat who's the big dog. Because something about the woman, it's you could, generally speaking, right? You could source out the type of guys like, oh, okay, this guy, he's probably CEO in this function. Or this guy, he's probably the director of this thing going on. Like women have this ability of measuring men, right? This is why when a man approaches them, they already know like, like disqualified from the bat, right before he even approaches. And then when he approaches, if she even gives him a chance, if he's not too confident, if he's not conveying himself, if he can't, talk to her properly to make her feel the vibes, disqualified. So I would say, yeah, women in their biological essence, they already do have a sourcing mechanism of disqualifying guys. But to add on to the point that you were saying, I think that women do need a father figure to help within the mating process. I think that's always been a thing because women tend to generally prioritize their feelings first. So feelings, like daddy is going to keep you away from the guy that can speak to you real proper, but he's broke, right? Daddy's going to keep you away from the guy that or has money, but he only got one thing on his mind. Let daddy talk to the guy and get your father's opinion in a multitude of ways, even on if you're sourcing a guy on social media. So because men, we just have the natural instinct of knowing like, yeah, nah, that's not the guy for you because we are men and we've been through the stages of when we're courting for women, when we're just only looking for one thing, etc. But listen, Rika, good convo. And thank you for joining. I'm going to go ahead and get to some other callers in here. We got a bunch piling up, but appreciate you and thank you for supporting the podcast.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a blessed one. All right, Benjamin, go ahead and throw on your camera and then I'll bring you on up. But since we're waiting for Benjamin to throw on his camera, we got Brian and we got Ivan. Let's go ahead and bring up Ivan. Welcome to No Fugazee podcast. State your name and where you from, man?
Ivan, I currently live in Tennessee. I was originally from Idaho, of all the places. So,
okay, cool. Originally from Idaho, and what you got for me today? You here to debate a topic?
I don't know. I just think the whole, just the dating pool in general is complete, for lack of better terms, and try to keep it as professional as possible. But I think it's a dumpster fire on both regards. Like I live in Clarksville, Tennessee, and I'm constantly seeing on social media, hey, I want the dude with a beard. I want the dude with the bad dad bod, or I want the dude with a six-pack. I want the dude covered in tattoos. And prior to me, because I did 21 years in the military, prior to me retiring, I was in phenomenal shape.
Yeah.
And then, when I got out, grew the beard out, and yeah, the struggle is real. Like, I've seen every walk of life going on.
You said what's real?
The struggle is real.
Oh, the struggle is real out here in the dating market.
Yeah.
Are you a single man?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been single since 2015.
Yeah. I mean, the dating market right now is you have to be the best version of yourself to have a chance. And I'm sure anyone can get some regular little, not anyone, but if you try hard enough, you can get some regular little puss somewhere. But if you're looking for a good quality woman, no, you want to be the best version of yourself because there's competition out here. So it isn't. The thing is, and I know most men in modern day society right now, they're all dealing with the things that you're, going through. And the fact of the matter is it's competition, and it's been competition 50 years ago. It's always been competition, but the competition is much higher because, now Brittany, 50 years ago, she would see the guys that will compete for her in her local neighborhood. On the basketball team, the football team, she sees the Chad that's, the captain of the team or whatever. She's in college. She sees the frat, those type of people would compete with her. But now Brittany, she has access to social media and she can post up a thirst trap and possibly get a celebrity to slide in her DM. And not possibly, it's probable. Most women, when they sexualize themselves on Instagram, if they're halfway decent, they have a good following. They have, 50,000 followers off the bat. Men, to even get 10,000 followers, you got to be doing many things right.
Yeah.
Like you got to be doing many things right as a man to get 10,000 followers. I'll tell you this. Before I started the podcast, I had 9,000 followers. bro, I was already successful. Like I was already good, making money and doing everything, right? 6'4", stats is good, and 9,000 followers. It was hard to get to 10. I think I actually had like 8,000 for a while, but this is just like, because women are attracted to social status. So what I tell you, man, you got to get your body right, got to get your mind right, and got to get your finances right to stand a good chance.
Seeing, I mean, I would say it personally, I think it really depends on the area and it depends on the day. Because like I said, for example, I had everything, up and down going on exactly what everyone in the area is looking for. Like I was a little bit to this day, not so much.
Question for you. Why didn't you keep it up, man? Since you're still single and in the dating market, why didn't you keep it up? Keep the physique up and keep everything up?
PTSD.
PTSD?
PTSD, depression. I wanted to get this right.
Yeah.
Once I got out, because, once I got out, I have no family. So it was one of those things of I needed to get this right before anything else.
And I'm sorry, remind me of getting out of what? Remind me of...
I did 21 years in the military, both the Marine Corps and the Army.
21 years in the military. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you did a long time. Okay. So PTSD. I see what you're saying. And PTSD, I'm sure that streamed from being in the military, correct?
Yeah. I mean, it has its challenges, but I am to that point where I control it. But but the big thing is, like how you just mentioned, the whole CEO stuff and this and that. I can say as far as my perspective, and what I've seen is I can walk in, like, even to this day, like, just let me put on, take off the home tank top, put on something nice. I can walk in and have the command presence of I own the room.
Yeah.
I am the alpha of the alpha dog. Like a CEO could try to like, hey, da da da. Well, at the end of the day, still, because I live in the military town. I can still, stand up straight and be like, really, what have you done as a man? I get the corporate stuff, but what have you done as a man? Can you protect a woman?
Yeah.
Just through your work, not through the whole physicality, but can you present the command presence where just by your simple composure, your word usage, and just how you present yourself, that you are in charge of the situation?
Yeah, I think most men need to work on that. That's part of being masculine. That's part of being, stoic and holding frame. Let me ask you a question, man. Since you said that you're going through some you're going through some PTSD, but you said that you pretty much got a hold of it. Do you believe in God?
I am classified as pagan.
Okay.
That's a whole. We'll get into a whole different discussion.
Pagan, yeah.
But,
okay.
Genetically, I'm Viking.
Okay.
Like literally genetically, so I follow what I just kind of keep it really, following an acronym, KISS, keep it stupid simple.
Yep.
I follow the old gods, so I believe in my thing. But the big thing is, at the end of the day, is I do me. When it comes to religion, you do you.
Do you believe in like one God, a higher power,
Multiple.
Okay, you believe in multiple. Do you believe there is, as far as like Christianity belief, it's heaven. There's a place, there's an afterlife after this, and you go to heaven.
I believe if I continue living a honorable life, I will get to where I want to go.
That's good. So so you do believe in something beyond this world, because what I've learned, most people that experience depression and anxiety, and they've been through some traumatic things. The thing is, if you don't believe in God, there's a problem with meaning, because the meaning that you create for yourself will be too thin to handle suffering. You know what I mean? So like secularism, like secularists and, people that really don't believe in God, and like a strong belief, a strong religious belief, they only can find their meaning here on earth. Like you only get your meaning here. So when you're suffering and you're going through things, you're looking for your family, friends, you're looking for something here on earth. But people that believe in a higher power, well, you get your meaning from not just here on earth, like the secularists as well, but something that's outside of earth. So that's why I asked you that question, just to see if you are religious to some capacity, because that can definitely help with your PTSD. Because some people, they don't have the mental capacity to handle suffering. But look, man, good convo, bro. I'll go ahead and let you go and get to some other callers. I appreciate your support, bro.
Peace.
All right, Ian. Have a blessed one, man.
You too, man.
All right, let's go ahead and bring up some more people. Anyone that wants to go ahead and join the stream, this is open debate night, but we do got some supporters that's calling in too. So if you want to join the stream, go ahead and click the first link in the YouTube description, and you can go ahead and join the stream. Man, let's try to get some people in here, that want to debate. I'm trying to, have some good convos and debate some topics here. Let's bring up Brian Thompson. Welcome to No Fugazi Podcast. Where you from?
Hi, good night. Well, I'm from actually Trinidad and Tobago. Been trying to get onto your show for the past 3 weeks. I think you might have seen that.
Trinidad. Okay. You from Trinidad. He said, man, I've been trying to get on here for the past 3 weeks. Okay, brother. Talk to me. Are you here to debate?
No, I'm actually not here to debate. Actually, love your show.
You just here.
Great information. But one question. I saw you post something yesterday or day before. I think it says about 45% of women will be single between the age of I think it was 25 to something.
Okay, yeah, I went ahead and actually posted that today. Let me go ahead and bring it up for the chat. That post did go viral too. Let me go ahead and bring that up for the chat. I posted that on Facebook. Anyone that's unaware, my Facebook is popping, man. I have over 150,000 followers on Facebook. So when I post things, they get a lot of traction. Okay, let me go ahead and bring this up real quick. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so the chat knows exactly what we're speaking about. 1 second. Pull this up right now. And you said you're from Trinidad, right, man?
Yes.
Okay. Look at that. Chat, we got someone all the way from Trinidad. I think we had that couple last week that was from Trinidad. I think we had like 2 people on from Trinidad, so you're the third one. That's what's up. What'd you say?
See, that was a good one.
Oh, did you watch that one?
Yes, I watched that one. I actually watch most of them. Yeah, once I have time.
Okay, why isn't it let me? Okay, let's see. Facebook.com.
Yeah, so actually someone asked about, because what I did, I downloaded that post and then I put it on my WhatsApp. So they were actually asking questions,
Got you. Let me go ahead and bring that post up. You said you what?
Yeah, I posted on my WhatsApp and they asked, why is that? Why do you think that
well, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. I'm gonna pull it up right now and we're gonna get into that. Let's see. I'm about to share my screen. Okay. All right, I see you in here. GMT Travels. Go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and get you up too. Let's go ahead and bring this up real quick. Okay, so here's the post. So I said winter is coming. It says it's estimated that 45% of women ages 25 to 44 will be single in 6 years. Went ahead and posted this today around 9 hours ago. It got 4.3K likes, 2.2K comments. It's crazy. And hundreds of shares. So, yeah, man, what's your thoughts on it? Why do you think that women will be single in 6 years? Or 45% of women will be single in 6 years. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, one of the main thing I think it's a lot of women are becoming more masculine, and I think men generally don't let's say don't want to go down into that area with a woman that is he feels like if he's competing with someone, he has to be that person that is in the house that is in charge, and then she's there also in charge as well. So I think most of the time men are actually running from that. All right, well that's my thought on that one, and then I think.
Okay, so you're saying that women are becoming more masculine, so men are kind of just like checking out, like, man, I'm not trying to deal with these crazy chicks. I'd rather stay single myself. And what's your other reasoning?
Well, if you really, I guess we can put this in the masculine figure as well. They are becoming actually more and more aggressive, and also basically entitled. I'll put it that way.
Okay, yeah, that aligns with masculine. Okay, brother, I see what you're saying. All right, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the next caller. Maybe we can speak about this topic and others, but appreciate your support, man.
Okay, sure.
All right. So yeah, man, we got a little topic here. I forgot I posted this today. All right, let's bring up, we got Tick. I see you in here. Go ahead and turn your camera on, Tick, and I'll bring you on up. We got Six. Welcome to No Fugazee podcast. State your name and where you from.
What's good? I'm Six. I'm from DC. Oh, where the fucking light at? Where's the light at, babe? No, I need the light.
Got you. You said you Six. You from DC?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what's going on. That's what's up, man. Are you here to debate or speak about a topic?
I'm here to actually talk to you about something, because you said in the last last little joint you did, right? And you was talking to what's his name? What's that? Commentary King.
Commentary King. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And
I was talking about some religious, spiritual type thing, like people who's religious and people who's not religious. Y'all was
okay. Fair enough. Your audio is real bad and it's choppy. Are you connected to your Wi-Fi?
No, I'm not connected to no Wi-Fi. I'm on my own service, and my phone is on 4%.
This man, this man came on. Yo, your battery's struggling right now, man. This guy battery is on his last leg.
Yeah, I just plugged it in. But what I want to ask you is, do you believe in live by the sword, die by the sword? What goes around comes around. Live by the gun, die by the gun.
Do I believe in that?
Yes, sir.
It's not really a belief. I'll tell you my thoughts on that. So it's like if you tell a lie. I don't believe in karma. Like people, like not the way that people think of karma. I don't believe in that. That's nonsensical. What I do believe in, but the way they think of karma is just wrong. What I do believe in, if you tell one lie, it doesn't matter if you tell a lie. The lie is immoral. It's bad. It's not good, even if you get away with it. The reason why is because if you keep telling lies, you won't be able to trust your own reasoning process and your own decision making. So even if it never comes back around on you through an outside force, meaning that you lied to someone and then it comes back on you and it's like, oh, dang, you got caught in a lie. That may never happen. There are many liars. They never get caught in a lie. You know what I mean? The problem is what I'm saying is that it's still going to have an effect on your own mental capabilities. Exactly. So if you do someone wrong, same thing. If you do people wrong, we can speak about it in a multitude of ways. If you do someone wrong, if you steal, if you KILL, if you do these bad behaviors, no one may not steal from you. No one may not off you. You get what I'm saying? But what you're giving out, you won't be able to. It'll be hard for you to deal with yourself, right? And so that's what I would say.
So, but that's basically the karma, right? Because
most people think of karma externally. They do something, something is gonna be done to them the same way. Karma, I don't believe in that.
That's not how karma works, right?
Yeah, but that's the
Not
common way
necessarily.
of how people think of it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but not necessarily, right? So if you do something wrong, it might not get you, but it might get your family, it might get your children, it might get et cetera, something that's attached to you. You get what I'm saying? It not necessarily come to you, but you will have to answer for the wrongdoings that you do. You get what I'm saying?
No, I don't believe in that. Because there are people that do bad things. Like you're saying that you will have to answer to the wrong thing. You're still thinking of it as externally. I'll explain
No,
it
but that's what
again.
I'm saying. Okay. Let's say you do
And
something.
external, meaning that it doesn't have to be, I'll explain it again. Maybe I didn't explain it again. I know exactly what you're saying, and that's how most people think about it, right? So if I do someone wrong, well, wrong can be done to me, whether it's on me or my family or my loved one or whatever the things that I'm involved in, I may feel something back because I done someone wrong. That isn't a fact at all, because there's people that do things wrong and nothing happens. So I'm just trying to tell you, there's people that do things wrong and what they think of something that's going to come back on them and their family, it never happens. What I'm telling you is this, the actual how life works is when you do people wrong and you're doing wrong to others, you may not experience a force. You may not experience the consequences externally back to you or around you. I'm telling you, you will always feel the consequences internally. You may not experience this externally, but you will experience it internally because you are one person, one human being. So if you treat other people wrong, God dang, I'm sure in some way or some capacity, the way you experience and perceive life will be jacked up. You'll be unhappy, unruly. You'll be unable to regulate your emotions to a degree. It's going to affect you internally more than anything. And that is a fact. So that part, what I'm talking about, is truly a fact. What you dish out, you will get in internally. What you dish out, you may not ever get anything back to you externally. Like that isn't a fact. We can't even prove that.
But
And
that's
I
what I'm saying.
could actually prove it. There are many people.
Even though it doesn't,
You
even
cutting
though
out,
it
bro.
doesn't happen to you,
You chopping up.
even though it doesn't. Oh shit! Hold on. Even though it doesn't happen to you, doesn't mean it's not going to happen to somebody within your vicinity. You get what I'm saying?
Correct. Yep. I get that part of what you're saying.
It's almost like guilty. It's almost like guilty by association type shit. I mean, excuse my language.
You good, bro. You good. I see what you're saying, and I still understand that. I do know that I think when people do wrong and things happen to them, bro, that wrongdoing that happened to you is probably going to happen anyway. We can't prove that part of it, right? It's like, well, who's to say?
I mean,
there's
yeah,
many people.
we pick
There's
out-
many people. Listen, there's people that the thing is why I don't believe this, bro, because there's people on this planet that don't do anything wrong. They live good, moral lives. They do good to people. They treat people good. And guess what? Bad things still happen to those people. There was just a school shooting.
But do you know why?
Real quick example.
But do you
There
know
was
why
just a
bad
school shooting, and
people that do good.
you're chopping up again. But let me explain it to you real quick. There was just a school shooting, I think in
I'm
Georgia,
saying-
right? And we could say that those younglings there, I mean, they didn't deserve that. What you would say is, well, maybe their family did something or someone around them that then made them deserve that. So it was like karma for it to happen. The reason why I don't believe in karma is because there are literally people that don't do anything wrong. They live honest lives. They're young babies. They're children. There's people that come out with disformities, right? And the mom and the dad lived an honest, good life. So what I'm saying, man, is karma just doesn't work the way you're thinking. But listen, bro, 6, good convo. You too choppy. I will leave you on here longer because I would love to have this discussion and truly get your opinion, but the connection is bad. Maybe get into some Wi-Fi and I'll bring you back on.
All
right, let's bring up another caller. We got Tick, go ahead and throw in your camera. We got GMT Travels. Welcome to No Fugazi Podcast, man. State your name and where you're from.
I'm GMT Travels. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. I'm in Nairobi, Kenya right now. And what I want to say is I like what you do, but I feel like you wasting your time trying to like help dudes in America. You need to like show them a way to like travel and get outside America and go overseas. Because I'm in Nairobi right now, and you can live your best life over here, and you can win easy over here. And just I like what you do, trying to like win with American chicks and just like teaching the way and stuff. But it's no winning in America. I mean, some dudes can win here and there, but it ain't no winning, bro. So that's my beef. That's it.
Okay, so you're saying that coolly, why should you, what's the point in, trying to give knowledge and truth to men in America so, they can be more aware of the situations that they're going through and know how to move in those situations. Forget about giving advice to them that way. You should just tell them to up and leave and go to other countries. That's what you're saying?
Oh no, 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 oh no, no, no. The way you broke it down just now, you're right. It makes sense. You should give them awareness and you should like teach them a game. But I
Yeah.
still think it's winning for the average guy in America. But the way you said it, it definitely makes sense.
Yeah,
But I
well,
think it's no winning in America though. But you know what I'm saying. But the way you said it just now, it does make sense. You
okay.
do need to give them awareness and you do need to like give them game to better themselves in America. But as a group, I think it's no winning. I think like when you lead a country, like you way better. Like you, I hear guys on your level or even less can like live like amazing out here.
Yeah,
50,000 a year. Yeah.
I know what you're saying, man. There's pros and cons to it all. America is still the best country overall on many metrics. But if we're talking about dating and relationships, yeah, I'm sure that, culture is a big impact. Theology informs culture and culture informs the rules and the regulations that we live in, which is the politics. So, yeah, there are other countries that have a more pure culture that's backed by theology, a religious backing, some morals, a higher moral ground, and women are less promiscuous and they're more likely to follow a man's lead. For sure, for sure. The thing is, the truth is, if you bring one of those girls from another country and you bring them over here, well, they'll be indoctrinated just like these women over here if you leave them for too long. So the thing is influence. Influence creates thinking. Thinking creates behavior. So the problem that we have is these women here has been programmed by their exes, put trauma on them, the school, their job, their family, all these life experiences programmed them. And pretty much what I coach here in America, the men in America is, hey man, you got to deprogram that. But one of the ways you can deprogram, now you don't want to take a woman that just got too much baggage because why would you want to deal with that headache? So you do want to mitigate risk. But one of the ways to deprogram the woman is to become the best version of yourself. I still would say, even if you're in another country and if it's like this, you want to slack off as a man and like, okay, I'm making 50,000 here. Instead of asserting myself, I'm going to go ahead and hop on this plane and go somewhere else where a woman that's going to accept my 50,000. Instead of asserting yourself more here, instead of being more ambitious to try to be the best version of yourself. The reason why I say this is because I go all the way back to the Genesis, the story of Cain and Abel. There's a reason why God favored Abel over Cain. The reason why God favored Abel over Cain is because Abel actually asserted himself more and gave his best sacrifices to God. Meanwhile, Cain was not putting his all in, right? So, and then what that creates, if you're not putting your all in, then you have a mindset like, oh, well, I want things that's more equal, which is a feminist mindset. I want things that like this, which is a victimhood mindset. Oh, why not me? Victimhood, it creates all of this envy and all of this jealousy when you're not being the best version of yourself. So it doesn't matter where you live. I would still tell men to be the best version of themselves because yes, you'll get better results in the dating market, but you'll be favored by God.
Oh no, I definitely believe you should make your money in America though. I don't never like. I still think you should always make your money and build yourself in the best version of yourself in America. I just think you should just enjoy it outside America. But
I don't
think
disagree with that. I agree that where you're at, man, traveling is a good thing, man. I'm trying to get more abroad myself and do some more traveling. I got a whole family and stuff, but I'm trying to do some things and travel and experience more of life. That's a beautiful thing. And it's not that I encourage men and give advice to deal with the situations that they're dealing with in America, but I mean, more power to you. If you want to go ahead and up and, travel and get different experience of different women in different cultures, no one's hating on that at all. Yeah, no one's hating on it. But most people, most people really don't want to travel. Like, if we're being honest, and most people don't really have the means to travel. Most people ain't even like, $50,000 a year is pretty average. But like, if you make it $100,000,
I threw the number just for that to be humble. I was just trying to feel conversation,
Yeah, $100,000 a year in a lot of places. Yeah, you could live like you could live pretty good, real good. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you, brother.
It's all good. It's all love, man. Yeah, I'll just do that out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? But keep doing your thing. I love what you're doing, bro. I just had to throw my travel shit in there real quick.
All good, man. You. Yeah, shout out to all the homies that's traveling. Blessings to you, brother. Have a good one.
All right, bless.
All right, let's get to the next caller. All right, it's piling up in here. Hopefully we get some debaters in here, but if not, man, I guess we're just going to have some conversations. But let's hope some people in here want to debate. Okay, we got Weirdo John. Go ahead and throw in your camera. Benjamin, throw in your camera. Rob, Tick, and Sean, I see your camera's on, so I'm going to go ahead and bring y'all up. Let's go with Tick first, because you've been in here waiting. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. State your name and where you're from.
My name is Rick. I'm from Oakland, California. Spent about 25 years in Michigan and just relocated back to Oakland. Long-time follower. First time actually being able to get live with you, brother. I really love what you do. This is the debate night. I disagree with your angle a tiny bit.
You disagree with what? Let me turn you up in my headphones. I'm having a hard time hearing you. I'm sorry, you said your name was?
My name is Rick.
Rick. Okay, there we go, Rick. And all right, so what do you disagree with? Let's get to it.
Well, honestly, it kind of feels like and it's hard to even disagree with you because a lot of what you are showing is what's really out there. So it's like you kind of want to look. It kind of feels like we're all looking for like a better specimen, a better example of a woman. And a lot of my favorite videos are of you having to tell your guests to get out of your studio. So it doesn't exactly bode well for debating towards anything because you're not given much to work with. Actually, it looks like.
Fair enough.
I do agree, and I want to thank you for actually taking the time to actually try to re-educate or reprogram a lot of these guys out here because for a long time, it's just been getting worse. It's out of pocket for what's happening and how females approach men in this country, especially how we've stepped our game up. Not all of us, but a lot of us. A lot of us are getting educated. A lot of us are doing more and accomplishing more, and we're still being treated like those same dudes.
Yeah, man. Just the education and accomplishments alone, those are good things, right? Normally, if you're educated, that takes a degree of, it shows willingness and, competence. And if, you're out there making a good living, that it shows all of these things. But women are complex creatures, right? Education and, having money, that's cool. That'll get you in the door with some females, but you actually have to be able to riz a chick up. You got to be charismatic, man. You got to be that dude. You got to have confidence. And confidence, that ain't taught. No, you can't teach confidence. No, you can't teach it. True, genuine confidence, you can't teach it. It takes...
You got to be dragged a few times.
It takes... No, not even dragged. It takes... What it does is... competence leads to accomplishments, which then leads to true, genuine confidence. So you can be competent and accomplish some things, and you'll be confident in certain areas, but it's a numbers game for men. Like, you need to go out there and practice, like talk to women, wherever you at, pull up on a chick, hey, how are you? And, not only just practicing with girls, but understand what girls are attracted to and then try to elevate on those areas. If you're too short, god dang, it ain't much you could do on your height. But you can elevate in many other areas. You can get into the gym, becoming the best physical, your best physical shape possible. You can be very charismatic and funny and things. So this is what females like. So this is what I teach men. Sometimes you'll have a handicap where, god dang, you can't fix it. But then you can still elevate in other areas because women are complex, meaning that they're attracted to a whole lot of things. And also what doesn't work for one woman that she may not be attracted to, it's a numbers game too. You keep trying with many women, and then you'll be like, dang, Katie dissed me, but Lauren, she actually liked me. And she actually liked me more than I like her, and she bad. So we're going to see what's up with this one. But yo, good convo, Tick. I'm going to go ahead and get to the next caller, brother. Have a blessed one.
Love you too.
All right, we got let's see here. We got Sean, and then we got Six. I see you in here too, man. Six, I'll go ahead and bring you back up if your Wi-Fi and everything and the audio is good. I'll bring you back up when I get to these next callers, brother. We can have that convo. Benjamin, I see you in here. Let's go ahead and bring up Sean, and then we're gonna bring Rob and then Benjamin. So stay tuned, brothers. Sean, welcome to No Fugazi Podcast. Where you from?
What up, brother? What up? I'm from California. You know, a little bit.
What's going on, brother? How are you?
Area. I'm well, man. I'm well.
Okay. You here to debate, or you got something you want to speak on?
Well, it's borderline. I almost agree with most of what you say. I just think that there's like this element that's missing. Like, you know, you could tell somebody the truth, but don't give them like the full solution sometimes, or us as men don't take full ownership. So I got a few bullet points that you may be interested in. Taken from the show.
Okay. You said something I may be interested in. Okay, sure. Yeah, go ahead. Bring up one of them.
So I wanted to bring up the idea that if a high value man is only like 1%, right? Let's just say that every high value man got married. If every high value man got married, what's left for the rest of the women, right? So that fight to put yourself in this position to attract such a thing is kind of like an anomaly, right? And then
you mean on the woman's? Are you speaking on the woman's end or the man's end? Like on the man's end. So if all the high value men get married, meaning that they're married, and that's a small percentage of what we would say high value men, right? Then is your question to what's the reason to still fight? Speaking about men, or are you speaking about women? What's the reason for them to still go out there and fight for a man?
No, not so much that. It's more so about the individual just being the best they can be, attracting the best that's available for them. It's not so much trying to reach for the sky so much. It's more so reaching across, but building yourself up at the same time. I think we have this thing when I listen to some of the podcasts where it's like you have to do this, this, and that to get a high value man. Well, first of all, the high value man probably has multiple options, and that he's not choosing most of what's available because
I get what you're saying now. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So instead of preaching working for this ultimate man, how about work for the man that matches your energy after you've built your energy up?
That sounds good, what you're saying, Sean. The problem is that women, they don't operate like that. They don't want to settle. I'll bring these girls on a podcast. They're like, oh, great. I'm not settling. Find me a chick that's saying that she really going to settle. You ain't going to really find her, bro. Girls don't want to settle. They live in their mind in delusion land, Disney fairy tale land in their head. So they think that they can be fat, obese, not doing anything themselves, but they still think they deserve a high value man, not just want. It's much different, man. It's a whole different modern dating game. They don't just want a top tier guy. They think that they deserve it. And not only that, they think that they're entitled to it. And the reason being, I'll give you a reason to it. The reason being is because most men pedestalize women, right? So you give someone, women get so much free attention, it's crazy. The first time you give someone attention, they appreciate it. Yeah, the second time you give someone free attention, they anticipate it. The third time you give someone free attention, they expect it. By the fourth time you give someone free attention, they feel that they're entitled to it, right? So most women are in the entitlement field when it comes to what they think they deserve. So you just said that, well, average women, it's cool to say that, you're saying that, like, why are you speaking about the high value dudes? Well, we're speaking about these things is because this is what women want, because they don't want the average man, right? Because there's too many guys and they're pedestalizing these low value women.
This is what women want because they want the average.
Because there's too many women. I understand. The reality of it is what your type of podcast do, a good portion of them ladies leave with a subtle change of mind, a little bit of humbleness, if you will.
Sometimes, yeah.
You can see the
Hey,
shift there.
I think you just turned the audio up. I can hear an echo in the background.
I didn't touch nothing. But the other thing I wanted to just, because we could talk about this as men, we could talk about that a lot. But I just had another question for you, really quick. Is it possible for us as men to actually admit our role in the demise of the traditional family? Like whether it was our mistakes, whether it was bad decisions, whether it was, regardless of what it is, I feel like a lot of times ladies get left holding the bag and then get like an unwarranted or unjustified name tag because they're single moms, when we play a hell of a role in play, in that situation.
Yeah, for sure, man. I speak about men all the time. That's why I have this. I'm gonna go ahead and it's still an echo. Right there. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw you out.
If you need to.
Right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can mute it. See if that works.
Throw you out.
Is it okay? All right, the echo's going. I went ahead and muted you. All right. Yeah, man. I would say, to answer your question, I do this podcast and I bring men on and I give women the hardcore truth about male's nature. Our nature is just as bad as women's nature. There's not saying that one is better than the other. Like, women are hypergamous, men, as only as faithful as their options. Women don't operate like that. They got many options and they'll disqualify all of those options and commit to one guy. And that's even the most promiscuous women do that. The most promiscuous women, they'll have so many options, but only two niggas hit it that week. But she had 400 DMs. If men have 400 DMs, bro, we gonna try to collect all 400. All 400 and then go for more. So both the male and the female nature is, sinful. Or we do have a sinful nature. It's immoral. You know what I mean? The thing is this, man, in regards to your question about coming at men, is you don't want to. Manipulation happens when you focus on the effects instead of focusing on the root cause. And the root cause to things, if we're speaking about dating and relationships, we got to speak about we got to speak about the facts and the data, right? Now we can speak about the root cause, like, okay, I'm sure, men need to lead. We could say that the root cause is, no male figure in the house. Okay, got it. Yeah, so maybe that man should have did all he can to stay in his family house. But then we got to just look at the facts. Bro, women are divorcing these men. The men not really divorcing a chick. But then we got to say, okay, was he cheating? Was he not doing right? Even though he didn't divorce her. Yeah, he was probably cheating, really not, doing the best he could. But the woman still initiates the divorce. So it's like, who's taking initiative? And the women are taking initiative to stay single and to divorce men and to operate in hypergamy, meaning that they don't want to settle. They want something better. So it's like, yeah, that's because women don't understand male's nature. And I would say that most men out here don't understand female's nature. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I would say that, since women, they grant access to sex, and normally they have regret and they have bad feelings towards a person, or they feel like, they feel shameful, or they get trauma. That comes after they let the nigga hit it. It's not one chick. There's not a girl on this planet that says like, oh my gosh, I experienced trauma from this last relationship and all of this stuff, and he didn't hit. Find me a woman that didn't have sex with a man, but this man caused all this trauma on her life in a relationship. That don't happen, because women are, they they peer bond with the guy that they have sex with. So if you're peer bonding and you're bonding with the guy that you have sex with, you're more emotionally invested into that man. So if you're more emotionally invested into something, the probability is much higher for you to experience more negative feelings towards something because you are putting like all of your feelings in it because you peer bond with the person. So since they grant access to sex, they have to take accountability for the bad experiences that happens to them. You get what I'm saying? If we think about anything else and we try to have a conversation about anything else, is like manipulation is happening. You get what I'm saying? Because then we could try to talk about the man, but it's like, dang, we still got to come back to that root cause. She grant access to sex. What's going on? You don't have discernment. You're choosing the wrong men. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, God dang, let me unmute you. You unmuted. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, because I was saying it's not like most men, it's not like we're walking through locked doors. You knock on the door, you open the door. You didn't do your due diligence before you, allow for that to happen. And now it's just a thing. I think over time we have to be students of our lives and decisions. And I think people just continue to be repetitive in certain things, and they wake up one morning and feel like they deserve stuff from the opposite sex, and it's insane. It's just crazy. But yeah, man, I thank you for your time.
Man. Yeah, appreciate you, Sean. Thank you for the support and the question, man. I'll go ahead and let you go and get to the next caller, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you, Cooper.
All right, let's go ahead and bring up. Okay, let's see. We got Red Pill Script. I think that's what it says. Red Pill Crip. Red Pill Crip. All right, we got Red Pill Crip 85. We gonna bring you up in a second. But Benjamin, go ahead and throw on your camera. I was about to bring your camera was just on. I seen you went out. I'll give you a second, Benjamin. If you can hear me, go ahead and throw back on your camera. All right, Benjamin. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. Where you from? I can't hear you. Your audio isn't on.
Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Hey,
there we go,
man?
yeah.
This is Benjamin. It says from Benjamin from Florida, West Palm Beach to be exact.
All right, man. What's up? You here to debate or you?
Oh,
go ahead.
My bad. I'm a fan, so no
okay.
Debate, because I believe everything that you say is true. But I just have a statement. Not really a statement, but just due to experience. I hear that you talk about God, and the thing that I want to state is that most people, they don't really deal with themselves before they get into relationships. So just to speak for myself, I grew up a certain type of way. I got 4 brothers, 2 sisters, and a little bit from the hood. So, I mean, without God in my life, the way I was raised, seeing certain things in the street, fights, gunshots, things like that. So when I start talking to a young lady, based on how I grew up and where I came from, it's kind of like I was that way with her. The only thing that changed me, and the only thing I could look at differently was, the Word of God. So once I start paying attention towards that showed me a different way, to be gentle, to talk, not yell, to listen, to have patience. And that kind of, I kind of added that to my life, which, it spread abroad to everything. So I'm able to treat a woman good, my brother, my sister, my dad, like I'm able to forgive people and let things go, because it's a lot of things that go on in people's life and they're traumatized by it and they don't want to admit it, or they probably heard it before. So when they hear it again, they fight it. So it's like I have to deal with myself before I bring myself into a relationship with somebody else, because whatever I did not deal with or handle growing up, I'm going to bring it into that next relationship, to that next tie. And
yeah, man. That is true, man. You definitely want to, come into a relationship the best you can, healed, without any trauma, without any depression and struggles and stuff like that. That's the ideal way. thing is that most people don't come in relationships like that, man or the woman, especially women, because they are more neurotic, so they feel more negative emotions naturally due to what they experience. So with that being said, women, she could have no kids, low body count. If she experienced some things and it's really affecting her, meaning that because perception is very unique to the person. So, for example, if me and you get into a car accident, I may be fine after the car accident. You may have PTSD, never want to drive in a car again. That just means that people experience things differently. So sometimes you can meet a woman and, low body count, everything is fine, but she's the problem within her own head. She don't have the ability to regulate her emotions. But, good convo, bro. And I'm going to go ahead and get to the next caller, man. Appreciate you.
Sure. Thanks.
Have a blessed one.
You too.
All right, let's bring up Rob, and then we got Red Pill Crip. What's going on, Rob? Where you from? No audio. Turn your audio on. It's muted. Still no audio. Go ahead and get the audio figured out, and I'll bring you back up. All right? Let's bring up Red Pill Crip. Welcome to No Fugazi Podcast. State your name. Where you from?
What's the deal, my brother? Can you hear me? I'm testing these headphones.
I can hear you good, man. Yep.
All right, for sure, man. Hey, man, I'm Red Pill Crip, Kansas City, Missouri, man.
That's dope, man. What you got to talk about today?
Man, I wanted to come to your live because I rarely catch it. Just salute you, brother. Your patience is God tier, and you need to be saluted for that, dog, because sitting on them panel with them different women every night and just giving them rhetorical, in my opinion, rhetorical information. We enter this red pill space and we just giving them the game they need to know, dog. And I'm talking about, you be going through it, bro. You be trying to, like, if you was back in the day, you see Jesus on the cross, you want to take him down, but you can't do nothing about it. You just see your boy getting stoned. So I definitely got to salute you, dog.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the kind words and the love, brother. That definitely means a lot, man. Any questions though today, man? Or are you good?
I want to know what you think, like Thanos snap. What can men do and what can women do to change the dynamic like that? Like right now, like as soon as you blink,
I wish it was as simple as a Thanos snap, but if it was any Thanos snap, I would say is to have a closer relationship with God, and not just like speak about it, but practice it. Like practice, sacrificing things. Practice being more disciplined in every area. I think if you practice that yourself, people naturally tend to project, so they want what they have in themselves. They tend to want that in the other person. So if you're an adequate individual, you have high standards within yourself, and a capacity to not tolerate BS because you're not doing that BS as far as smoking, drinking, anything. It could be a multitude of things. You're not going to accept that from someone else. I don't cuss, so I don't really accept a woman that cusses. It's like, come on, why you cussing? I don't cuss. So that's what I speak about. So that's what I mean. Like if you try to be the best version of yourself, then it's a high probability that, you'll be able to make a discerned decision.
Can you set the bar too high though? So let's just say that you are a man of, I guess a high value man, whatever, we'll just use that. And you set that bar so high, like you ain't got no chinks in your armor, you respect it. You walk in places, people, show you love, ladies are attracted to you. But then somebody just they around you, but they just like, damn, I'm just not good enough. So they just kind of, I'm not saying I'm like the GOAT or nothing like that, but I present myself, I'm a man of respect. I ain't got no problems with the ladies or men disrespecting me, nothing like that. But sometimes it intimidates people.
You said sometimes it intimidates you. I see that men naturally respect the hierarchy. Like, we get with each other and we know who's the big dog and who's not. And I think we respect it. We respect those men. The thing is, women, they see things differently. So even though it can be a hierarchy due to competence and accomplishments and status and stuff, women are complex. So there's many guys that have status, but they don't have the ability to get certain girls because they can't maybe convey themselves to that girl. They can't make her feel the vibes. They don't really know their way around women so much. So the key is, like I said with the last caller, is when I say try to be the best version of yourself, there's things that are handicaps. Height is a handicap. IQ is a handicap. You can increase your IQ to a certain ability. Race is a handicap. Some chicks may not even be into black guys. It's like, dang. So these chicks X you out. But the things that you can control, which is how you smell, how you speak, your physique, in your confidence and things like this, you have full control of these other metrics that women are attracted to. And that's what I tell men, like, hey, you can increase these metrics. Also, if you making $50,000 a year and you're driving a little Civic or whatever, I mean, you could work 2 jobs, bro. And you could try to, maybe get a nicer car for yourself. And the byproduct of the man's success is that he'll attract more females.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and that's what I think.
Don't do the things for the females. Like, don't try to, like, I'm gonna mute you real quick too, because it's a little echo. But yeah, don't do this for the females. Like, when I tell men, like, I coach these guys, they hit me up, sign up for coaching, and I'm not coaching them. And even guys that call in, I'm like, your motivation is the chicks. Fair enough, it's cool. Like, all right, you got motivated for a chick. Maybe your chick broke up with you, and now you motivated to get in the gym and do some things. So the motivation was the chick. Yeah, that can be the motivation, but sometimes nothing happens in your life. You just need to find the motivation within. And the thing is, I'm telling men to be the best versions of themselves despite chicks. Just know that the byproduct of you working on yourself is that you'll attract a more wider range of females. Not only that, when you attract a more wider range of females, you have options. Once you get options, bro, you got an abundance mindset. And once you got that true abundance mindset, that's, as a man, that's when you have the ability to be intolerant of females' inadequacies, meaning that you'll see a bad chick, but she on a stripper pole, bro. She ain't gonna get no time or attention from you. Maybe you only qualify for D, but don't qualify for anything serious. But if you don't really have that abundance mindset, bro, that bad chick that's on a stripper pole, man, she may qualify for a relationship with you because you seeing her as everything. You know what I'm saying? And not like seeing her for actually what it is. So that's when I say, like, there's many other metrics where you can elevate yourself as a man. The crazy thing is with women, since men are so simple, there's not much a woman can do to really elevate herself. Like, if she ugly. Like, it don't matter how submissive you are, how feminine you are. Yeah, that'll get you in the door with certain guys, but there's many men that's just not going to take Oprah or Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg got millions. Oprah got billions. Both single. This is guys that's not going to take. It's like, because we so simple, it's like, we need something right. I'll unmute you. Make sense?
Absolutely, bro. It's so crazy you just said that, because I just chopped the clip and my homie was like, bro, we all had a crush on Whoopi at one point, and I said, who is we all?
Oh yeah, that nigga different,
bro. He in a whole nother category, dog. That's how I be like, I speak past women. I talk to the fellas. I'm talking to women, but I'm getting my homies to pay attention to how they react to what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm trying to convey the message by just allowing them to speak and react. I'm like, bro, listen, I'll ask a woman I do this. I don't want to gas my stuff because I know that ain't fair. This is your show. But it's just like, I understand everything you saying, dog. And I'm like, how do we get to the men? I don't even worry about the women because they're going to follow us if we get on task. You feel me? Like, they just going to, like you said, naturally follow. It's nothing that they can really do to elevate themselves. If they attractive, we're going to play the game how it go.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah. But yo, good convo. Red Pill Crip. I appreciate you for calling them in. I'm gonna go ahead and get to the next caller, brother. Blessings to you.
Appreciate you, bro. You too, homie.
All right. We got Rel 412. Go ahead and throw in your camera. Benjamin. Did we bring Benjamin up already? I think we did bring Benjamin up already. Yeah, so Rel 412, go ahead and throw in your camera. I'm gonna bring you back up. 6, I see you in here. I'm gonna bring you back up in a second. Give me 1 second here. Let's you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and bring up quick thing. Actually, let me go ahead and close out the Facebook stream real quick. Everyone on Facebook, come on over to YouTube. That's No Fugazi Podcast on YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. I'm closing out the Facebook stream right now. All right. All right, man. Hopefully, man, it's debate night. It's Wednesday. We didn't have a good debate in a while, man. Last week, no debates really last week. No actually debates, just conversations. Trying to get some people in here to debate. We do have a podcast coming up this Friday, so stay tuned for that. Full panel, I think we got about 4 to 6 girls scheduled for this Friday, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be dope. Let's go ahead and bring up Rel 412, and then I'll bring up 6. I'll bring you up in a second, man. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into Rel, and then we're going to review this Facebook post that went viral on my page. You know, we're going to get into detail to that, and I'll look at some of them comments because it's pretty crazy. Rel 412. Throw your camera on, man. Okay, there you go. Welcome to No Fugazi Podcast. State your name and where you're from.
Am I in there?
You in? Yep. State your name, where you from.
My name's Rel. Pittsburgh, PA.
Pittsburgh. That's what's up, man. Talk to me. It's a little choppy, but I think the audio is good. I can hear the audio good, but the video is a little choppy. Sure, what's up?
All right. Yeah, I wanted to debate this topic, not like in a vulgar manner, but in the aspect of online dating, like with women nowadays. Because now it's hard as it can be to meet women out and about nowadays. Definitely since COVID hit, like 2019. The fact of women will put in like their bios of the stuff that they want a man to be for them. But when it comes to men, we more simple, and we would take a girl off the street. Let's just say that doesn't have much, but we can build up compared to them being independent women and all this stuff. Like, what is the reason nowadays of women wanting that in the online dating scene? Like, as far as like the standards of what they want.
Okay, good topic. I see some people in here commenting. Yo, if you want to go ahead and join the stream, go ahead and click the link in the description. I see some people in here said they want to debate. Oh yeah, man, go ahead and click the link in the description. We got any haters in here too. Go ahead and click the link in the description, right in the YouTube description. It's the first link, and you can go. I'll add you up. All right. So you were speaking about Liberty Bell Reacts. How old are you? Right in the chat, because you look super, super young. You got to be 18 to join. Yeah, Liberty Bell Reacts. I seen you came in. Put your age in, because if you're not 18, I can't allow you in. Nah, not you. You'll see a private chat.
I'm 35.
Type. Not you, bro.
I'm 35.
I got you. I'm not talking about you. It's someone that just came in. I see him here. This girl looks super young. Look like she's 13 or something. She said way over 40. Okay, you over 40. Maybe it's just because the screen gray. I can't see your wrinkles right now. All right, bet. Say no more.
Yeah.
I'll bring you up in a second,
we call
Liberty
off
Bell.
we call off the Chris Hansen.
What'd you say?
No,
True. Okay, my bad, chat. We doing it live, bro, but I'm over here messaging people in the private chat. All right, so to answer your question, you're speaking about online dating with in real life dating and stuff like that. You said why women tend to feel the need to put exactly what they want in a man in their bio, but men, we don't really put what we want in our bio because we'll kind of take anything. Well, yeah. True. Also, the reason why men don't put things, the reason why women put things in their bio is because they get so many options. Think about it. Men, we don't put things in our bio if we're online dating, swiping on all of these dating apps and things like that. Is because it's like niggas ain't got that many options generally as a female got. She got so many options. It's like, no, I don't want you if you got a baby mama. I don't want you if you got this, because all these guys are DMing her. So then it's like, listen, to source guys out so I don't get a whole lot of responses and a whole lot of messages, I'll just say, here's what I don't want. So men read it and they gonna be like, yeah, I ain't got no car. Let me not even message her. So they're trying to disqualify people right off the bat because they got so many options, right? Men don't put things in their, men generally don't put things in their bios because, bro, niggas don't got a whole lot of options. So it's kind of like, well, let's see, I'm gonna take what I can get. The thing is, this is why I tell men to be the best version of themselves. Because if you become the best version of yourself, the true best version that you can become, you'll have more options. You'll have an abundance mindset, and you'll be just like that stupid little chick that has a bio. Your Tinder profile will be like, yeah, I don't date chicks that's on the short pro. I don't date this. I don't date that. So when you swiping and you seeing stuff, these chicks ain't even going to be messaging you because you're going to be just like that chick. You're going to have that same abundance mindset and the ability to be intolerant of the opposite gender inadequacies. Make sense? That's all it is. They got so many options. They got this abundance mindset. That's why they have the privilege of putting a bio of what they don't want. Feel me? Trust me, bro. Trust me. But
that's exactly.
It's a lag between us, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to the next caller, brother. I appreciate you and have a blessed one, man. All right, let's go ahead and bring up Six. You praying?
I appreciate you too.
This guy said, keep praying, bro. I'm gonna bring up let me go ahead and bring up Liberty Bell. Liberty Bell reacts.
Hello. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for asking me if I was underage. You just made my whole year. I love it. I love it.
Okay, yeah, I could definitely tell you 40 now. Okay, it makes sense. The screen was gray. I couldn't tell. And then the hairstyle. It was the hairstyle, the little tie. I'm like, who's this little kid?
No, I'm not a little kid. No, I'm very, very old. Actually, I'm happy. I just celebrated 20 years with my husband this past weekend. 17
That's beautiful. 20, congratulations.
20 years all together. And I just wanted to say that there are a lot of women out there that are missing out on the short kings. I am taller than my soulmate. It happens. Also, a lot of women, they want to start at the finish line and don't do that, because when we got together, I think he was making like 40. He's now, like the 6-figure guy that everybody wants. But I mean, that's a journey. And we did that together. We grew together. We invested together. But yeah, you don't start the race at the finish.
That's a beautiful thing. And I'm happy that you're saying that. Yeah, most women, they do tend to, they wait at the finish line and they just, picking the winners. And it's something that's missing in modern women, where they don't want to, think about it, years ago, and I'm sure you still have this essence in you because your family put this essence into you, and you're 40 years old, so you're not a Gen Z, you know what I mean? I'm 35 years old. So, what's up?
I'm Gen X.
Yeah, you're Gen X. You know what I'm saying? So something that was, it's beautiful to hear that you say you're like, I met my man and, we worked on things together. That's a beautiful thing to hear, because you're not operating out of hypergamy, which naturally can be seemed shallow, and there's a multitude of things that can be shallow in a man too, is how he looks for a woman. But our nature is pretty shallow, and you weren't operating from a nature perspective. You were operating out of love, and that's a good thing. How tall is your man? You said that you're taller than him. How much taller are you than him?
We're about an inch apart. So
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, Liberty Reacts. Any questions or topic you wanted to debate tonight or converse on?
My first question, because I am Liberty Bell Reacts. Do you care if people react to your videos? Could I react to one of your videos? I think that I have seen videos of you where I did disagree on something. For the life of me, I wish I could remember what it was that we disagreed about.
I wish you could think of it. I'll give you some time to think on that.
All right,
it's dry out here for a debate.
Though I'd love to debate. If there's just a topic, and I can push back, even if I don't necessarily feel that way. I love to debate. I'll take a side that I don't even care about.
Well, I wanted to be genuine. I wanted you to take something that you really have a disagreement on. But you're definitely able to react to any content. You can react to this video right here, or any other content that you see. Now, you said that there was some content that you disagree with me on. Yes. Was it from a clip? Was it recently? Maybe I can pull it up and we can see.
It's clips.
It'll maybe bring back a memory.
I'm just drawing a blank on what exactly it was. But
maybe not what it was, but
it's something minor.
Was it can you remember maybe like maybe you don't remember the topic, but can you remember like the girl or the shirt I was wearing? I could probably bring it up and
I wish I could. My feeling about you though is overall I see you as a net positive. I really enjoy your content. If I'm disagreeing with you over something, it's going to be something small.
Okay. It's going to be something petty anyway. We're
going to get into some minutia, but thank you for doing what you're doing.
Fair enough.
I really enjoy what you do.
Well, thank you.
I'm picking because overall.
Got it.
Good job.
Fair enough. Work. Thank you, Liberty Bell Reacts. You have a YouTube channel?
Yes, I do. It's called Liberty Bell Reacts.
Cool. Well, chat. Go show her some love, man. Go show her some support.
About to hit 10K.
About to hit 10K. Yeah. That's a good thing. Congratulations to you. Congrats. Thanks. Well, I'll go ahead and get to the next caller. Appreciate you, and you have a blessed one. I wish you well on your YouTube channel, too. All right, chat. Cool. We're going to bring up 6 in a second here. Anyone that got any questions in the chat, you can support this channel by sending in a super chat. Anything you send in, it's debate night. I will go ahead and read your super chat. We got hundreds of people in here. Go ahead and send in a super chat and I'll answer your question. Ryan M, go ahead and turn on your camera, Ryan M, and I'll bring you on up. But without further ado, let's bring up 6. 6 back up here. What's going on, 6?
What's good, my brother?
What's going on, brother? All right, so audio is good now. I don't hear any echo. Camera isn't stuttering. Okay, what you got for me, man?
Good.
You good.
Awesome. Great. So what I want to say is, that you say you don't believe in karma, but how do you feel about the spiritual movement? Like these people that's not religious, but they're spiritual?
How do I think about the spiritual? I mean, you said, do I think that? Say that again. People that aren't religious aren't spiritual.
How do you feel about the spiritual movement? Like a lot of people don't really go towards religion these days, but they go spiritual.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that like I wouldn't really call myself religious. Like I'm a believer in Christ. I'm a believer in Jesus.
Christian, right?
Yeah, I'm a believer in Jesus, but as like there are many things that was done in Christianity that I don't agree with. Like slavery was done under Christianity. Many treacherous things in history that was done under Christianity. So it isn't the religious, per se. It's the I believe in the good book, the Torah, and then you got the
heart. It's the heart.
Yeah. I believe in Jesus Christ, but yeah.
Because my grandmother was Muslim and my grandfather was Catholic, and that's who I was raised by. So I never really been religious, but I've been very spiritual. I believe in God.
Yeah.
I don't care about what a book tell me how to be, because I don't need a book to tell me how to be, good or bad. So I use my brain, I use my heart. So that's what a lot of people need to gravitate to, because when you get too analytical with these scriptures and things like that, it plays a deeper part into your soul. But when you actually move within freedom and resonance, and you don't follow a book and you use your own discernment.
I think the Muslims call it may kind of jack up the name, but if we got any Muslims in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, and I apologize. I think it's like a fitra. Fitra. They believe in a fitra, and I think I'm saying it right. And that's like like the human beings, they know right from wrong naturally, like good from bad. I understand that. But overall speaking, we can't escape theology. Like you can say like I'm just spiritual and stuff like that. For me, that's not really a thing, because theology impacted the world so much that, it's in everyone's. It's even in the atheists, people that don't believe in nothing. It's in their nature now. It's embedded into them of what's right, what's wrong.
Well, no disrespect to atheists, but atheists is all wrong, because how could you have an existence if you don't have a purpose? And if you are atheist and you believe in something like science or et cetera, you believe in something that was greater than you before you came here, because now you're following something that led you to that purpose. So like atheists, I don't really care for them, because they're really lost. And if you and even people with religion, when you have certain religions and you say, oh, my religion is better than your religion, it doesn't matter, because we're all under one God. That's what we all need to understand. It's all one God. It ain't this God, that God. You can put names on it. You can put titles on it.
Yeah, I don't think of it that way, because we can think of it that it's all one God. Religion is different, because religion gives you do's and don'ts, right? They give you oughts, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. And we can say most of them are... I got it. Look, we could say most of them, the should and shouldn'ts kind of align. Definitely the Abrahamic religions, which is, Christianity, Islam, and then the Jewish religions, the Jewish religion. So the do's and the don'ts kind of all equal, but the proclivity of it is different. So like, got to think about it. The Christians is much different. The Christian is the only religion that says that, hey, the prophet already came, like the Messiah already came. And so it's not really a do factor. It's more of a don't factor. So the do factor is in all the other Abraham religions, like you need to actually do something to get into the promised land. You need to do these things and uphold these certain things to get into the promised land. This is what it is because the Messiah didn't come back yet. In Christianity, the Messiah already came back. I got you, bro. Just listen. I know what I'm talking about. And I'm just distinguishing the three. Christianity is one that's different. So I'm speaking about the proclivities of the religions, meaning like it's still different. So we're going to get into what you're speaking about spiritual. What's the proclivities in spiritual? We'll get to that in a second, but let me just distinguish this so you know what I'm speaking about. With Christianity, it's the only one that's like, yo, listen, the Messiah already came and forgiven you for your sins. What you need to do now is, repent and ask Jesus for forgiveness, and you'll be taken to the promised land. It's not to say to keep doing degenerate behavior. No, but you need to submit to God. Like it's time for true submittance now to God, submitment to God. So it's much different where the other religions is more like the Messiah didn't come back. We are like, there's no repentance to the Messiah because he didn't come back yet. It's like, okay, we're judged by our acts still, only our acts. Like only our acts. In Christianity, yeah, you're judged by your acts, but you're also, you can do all the good acts, but it says that, listen, if you don't submit in the name of, if you don't repent in the name of Jesus Christ and accept him as your savior, you're not going to go to the promised land. That's the only one that does that. The other ones don't operate like that. So that's the distinguish. Now my question for you is, what is spirituality?
Spirituality.
What's the intention to it? What's the motivation?
Well, to me, I'm different. I'm not like a lot of these spiritualists. So I'm gonna break it down to what I feel like it is. I believe in God. I believe in a higher power. I believe in one force because it all comes. The universe. So we can talk about that later. But
Audio broke up a little bit right there. Say that again. I couldn't hear you.
I said the universe is one. Uni.
Yep.
Uni.
Okay.
That's one, right? So it's the universe. The spiritual and the energy, everything plays a part because that's why the earth acts the way it reacts to our energy. That's why we have so much difficult weather.
Okay, you still breaking up a little. It's crazy how you just started breaking them now that you're speaking. But listen, chat. Hey, get the likes up, chat. We only got 100-something likes. We got hundreds of people in here, so go ahead and get the likes up. Like the podcast. I do this for y'all, man. I do not have to do these Wednesday streams, but I do it for y'all. These Wednesday streams, I mean, they get still good, good views and stuff like that. But I don't need to do it, man. I only do the shows for the ladies because those are the stuff that really hit and go viral. But anyways, man, get the likes up, like the podcast now. Stop being a ninja watcher. Go ahead, finish your point. Spirituality.
Spirituality. So, do you believe in spirituality? Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in voodoo? Do you believe in all that spell work?
Do I believe in it? I mean, spirituality. Nah, man, I don't believe in all of that type of stuff.
You ever heard about like females putting their blood in spaghetti, all that shit?
Voodoo and all of this type of stuff? Yeah, man. I mean, I'm sure this is how I think of it when it comes to this spirituality type of stuff and voodoo and all of these things, right?
Right.
If there is something that is truly a fact where someone is truly doing voodoo, when someone is truly capable to manipulate the spiritual world to then where it affects the physical world, right? If someone has the ability to manipulate, to contact the spiritual where then it affects the physical, like truly affects the physical, meaning that with their intentions, what they intend, it actually affects the physical based off what they intended.
Right.
If that is the case, I haven't seen it. And if that is the case, I would have mastered it. If anyone is going to master it, it would have been me. And not only that, I'm just, talking junk right now, but I'm saying someone would have mastered it and would have been taking over things. Now,
I was going to let you know, like,
go ahead.
To you on a different level where it doesn't affect you. That's why you are where you are, because you're above it, right? When you're above the influence, you don't get influenced. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I understand. So that's why
influence is the most powerful force, man. I've always say it. Influence in general is the most powerful force because it creates our thinking and which then creates a perspective or perception of things and then creates our behaviors. So influence creates thinking and creates behaviors. So yeah, man, influence is the most powerful force. So
that's why
that's
why music is the most critical, right? Because music, if you look it up, music opens up most of your brain waves, most of your spiritual chakras, or whatever you want to call it. But if you look at it, when you listen to music, it gives you a higher understanding of things. That's why we listen to certain music. That's why we gravitate to certain sounds. You get what I'm saying? It's all frequency. That's all it is.
I do believe this. Like, there are people that can be hypnotized, right? There are hypnotists that actually hypnotize people. I went to many hypnotists before. Been to certain events and they're there. I'm like, yeah, man, try it on me. It don't work. You have to be susceptible to it. Meaning that if you are a weaker individual, weaker mind, you'll be susceptible to it and they can get you. They can get you to do some things that maybe they can control you. So I would say that in that sense, yeah, because what it is, they just influenced you, right? You were weak. You were more susceptible into what they, and not only that, you were so willing to, willing and expecting it. Like you want it. When you truly want something and you're willing for it, and it's like, please, yeah, like, take over. I'll do whatever you want. You submit to it. Those people are the ones that can be hypnotized. A person like me can't be hypnotized.
But what I want to say is not necessarily weak, right? Because I'm pretty sure you listen to certain songs that get your energy going, get you boosted. Like, for instance, I listen to Future Superhero. You know what I'm saying?
Super.
It gives you a certain type of energy, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. All pun intended, right? But what I want to say is, when you listen to certain things and it resonates with your spirit and your soul, you feel a certain type of way. You can't deny it. That's why we like certain music. That's why we like certain.
Yeah, but you have to be susceptible to it, right? So let's make it make sense. Someone listening to Future Superhero music, but they live in Germany, and their regular music is classical music. They're going to listen to Superhero and be like, turn this crap off. It's going to be nothing to them. They're not susceptible to it. Like you got to be, like, what I'm saying is, in order to be influenced by most things, you got to be warmed up to it, right? Like, think about it. Why is it that vulnerable pussy is the easiest pussy? Vulnerable vagina is the easiest vagina for any man can get. She's already warmed up to it. She's vulnerable. She's looking for out. She's looking for an out. So it's like, you just got to be at the right time. It's the right time, the right place, and just say a few things right. You gonna get it. This guy like, man, you giving too much game, man. I feel you, brother. But yeah, man, that would, pretty much, see, look, I'm a real brother looking out. That would definitely, influence. That's just an analogy, an example. But listen, man, Six, good convo, brother. I got to let you go. We going to finish this again, and I think you got to go too. Blessings to you. Six over there like, yeah, man. Shorty right over there, man. You got to keep that on the low. You giving too much game. I think I may have got some vulnerable pussy, and she right over there, so zip it. Which is funny. We got Ryan M. Ryan M, turn on your camera. We got Marquise. I think that's how I say it, but I'll go ahead and add you up so you can say your name. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast, man. State your name and where you from.
Oh, Marquise.
Marquise. Okay, Marquise.
I was just listening in Seattle.
Okay, you in Seattle just listening. You're not here to debate, are you?
I mean, yeah, I just chimed in.
You just chime
on some real, so I was just peeping.
Okay, I appreciate you, man. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the next caller, brother. Stay blessed. Yep. All right, so yeah, man, we got a chill stream. We got if y'all want me to keep going, we got hundreds of people in here right now. If y'all want me to keep going, send in some super chats, ask me some questions, I'll keep going. If not, man, we're gonna go ahead and wind down. So let's just go ahead and throw this Facebook post back up. So here's a post that I posted. It's estimated that 45% of women between the ages of 25 to 44 will be single in 6 years. And man, let's go ahead and look at some of these comments, bro. Let's go here, view more comments. So let's go to the most relevant. Let's see here. Hidden, newest, all comments, sent with stars. Let's go to most relevant. All right, so we got some men over here agreeing. Here's one. She said, not sure why men assume this is a bad thing. And I went ahead and killed her. Got like 567 likes. Yeah, it is a bad thing. Read that there. And it's a lot of people on here. So what I would do here with these Wednesdays debates, I'll usually go ahead and make a post. And when people comment, I will go ahead and provide them the YouTube link to join the stream. But they never do. They never join the stream. The people with different opinions or different perspectives, they never join the stream. Never ever be joining the stream. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, my chat be going, and yo, my Facebook is popping, bro. Chat be going wild. Hey, anyone that wants to join the stream, we doing open debate. Click the first link in the YouTube description and I'll add you on up. Let's see here. Ryan M, turn on your camera. Let's bring you on up. Welcome to No Fugazee podcast. State your name.
My name's Shamarco Thomas.
Shamarco, and where you from, man?
I'm Virginia.
Virginia. That's what's going on, brother. Talk to me. You here to debate?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, let's get it.
About like God and stuff like that, and I'm a spiritual person too, and I feel like certain things you write about, you know what I'm saying? Basically, put God first and stuff like that. But I feel like the spiritual realm and the instant of how I can say that you probably just never experienced certain things, so maybe you don't have the knowledge on that. Like you were saying about voodoo and stuff like that.
Yeah, I never experienced voodoo. I've experienced what they would call the Holy Ghost, you know, filled with the Holy Spirit. So I am aware of that's different, of course, but I am aware that there is God out there and he is almighty and all powerful to have an effect on the physical world because I've experienced that. So, yeah, I don't think that the spiritual world can't have an effect on the physical world. I would say that it definitely can, and it does more so to the people that are more susceptible to it. Like the reason why the serpent went to Eve instead of Adam, because Eve has a more susceptible nature to being influenced. The woman's nature, you can sell something to a woman much easier than a male because women are more agreeable creatures. Men are usually more non-agreeable.
I'm just finished.
Yeah, usually in generalities, yeah, usually non-agreeable. So yeah, man, I believe that there is a spiritual world and it can have an effect on the physical world, and it does, but in the way that people speak about voodoo and these other things, I don't think that these humans actually have the ability to connect with the spiritual realm and actually what they intend, right? Their intentions actually have a direct intention that affects someone else and from the spiritual to the physical. You get what I'm saying? So let's just speak about it like levels. Physical is here. You got spiritual. So if someone is doing voodoo, they're doing something to connect with the physical, with what they intend to connect here.
Yeah.
If this connection happens here directly by what they intend to then affect the physical directly by what they intend, well, that is, that's pretty crazy. I would say that I don't believe that people today have that ability, because if they did, those people would be truly, taking over the world.
So you believe so a lot of celebrities and all that stuff, they say them type of things, like voodoo cutting chickens and getting them out of jail. So when they speak this get out of jail, you don't think that's real? Imagine.
I never heard that. Say that again.
So basically, it was a podcast. What's the dude named Noriega? I think his name is, and he had gunplay up there. And it's like, how you get out of a murder case? He said, I went to Haiti and I cut some chickens and
oh, I never heard of that.
Talk about the word senorita, whatever. I don't really know the name of it, but I feel like You say you ain't been out the country a lot like that, right?
I've been out the country a few times. Yeah,
And I feel like the reason why I feel like
I've been to more so islands, not like
yeah,
I haven't been to like, Africa. I haven't been to that continent. I haven't been to, I haven't been to Europe or anything yet, but I've been to like all of them islands and stuff. But I've experienced a little bit, but not a whole lot.
yeah, like the deep rooted where all this stuff be happening in that, and I feel like that's the reason why, and I respect that you say that it might can happen, but you haven't seen it. So I respect that.
Correct. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel personally it's true. I feel if everybody believes God, what do you think God is a spirit, right?
100%. Yes.
Right. So why can't it be evil spirits out there that they can attract? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I believe that. Well, that's the thing I said. I do believe that there are spirits that have an effect on the physical world, but not where a human is controlling that spiritual world, that is connecting with the spiritual to then have a physical effect on another human. I think that there are spirits that's controlling some of these humans. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't think like niggas is really like, all right, man, let me go ahead and connect with this bad angel over here in the spiritual world. And listen, I'm going to go ahead and connect with you. And my intention is this. And I want you to direct this intention back over here to the physical. Like, man, like, nah, man.
But you got you know what I'm saying? Like I always talk about Future. He always talk about St. Michael's. You know what I'm saying? He went to wherever he went to go cleanse himself with St. Michael's. That's what they're trying to talk about. Some of these people that are that deep into that spiritual stuff, they don't be out in public. You don't use that. They're in them countries, in them tucked out places, them type of people you give.
Yeah, but then I would say this, like the thing is, because we could take this to the extremes. Let's say if there's people that can connect to because the thing is, in order to do the voodoo, you have to connect to the spiritual. Like in order to do the voodoo and all of these little things that the other dude was speaking about too, you have to connect to the spiritual and your intentions. Like you can't connect to the spiritual and then something happened to the person, but that's not what you truly intended. Well, that's not proof. And you wouldn't even believe that as proof either. You know what I'm speaking? You know what I'm speaking about? Like when I received the Spirit of the Holy Ghost, Jesus, it was more like these was my intentions, and I got my answer back directly to me. So it was like, oh, I know he's for real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, like, most of these people that claim to do the connect, be spiritual, and all of these things. Well, why don't you tell the spirits to give you the winning lottery number? Like why don't you tell the spirits to give you the winning lottery number? Why didn't your spirits tell you about your deadbeat baby father that ain't nothing, that can't keep a job? Why didn't the spirits tell you about this job that just went bankrupt and now they laid all these people off, but you spiritual? So it's like, come on, bro, that's BS.
There's a lot of gimmicks out here too, so you can't see what, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a lot of
it's gimmicks. I do believe that there is knowledge though, that people know about things, because there are old scriptures and old texts that, in the Bible, Jesus was only there until he was 12 years old. After 12, the nigga done, left, and we don't know where this nigga went. But then when you read some old texts, the Indian texts, all these things, he went to India, he, studied some spiritual stuff and all of these different type of crafts and skills, which they claim that he did. So, I mean, if that's the case, then, maybe, Jesus was the only one to then master all of these things. Because some people don't truly believe that Jesus is the Son of God, like actually is God. They don't believe that. They believe like, oh, well, he was a man. Everyone, like the Muslims believe he was a man. The Jewish believe he was actually a man, and that he was doing some things, but they think what they would call it like voodoo. Like he went and got these skills from elsewhere and connected with the spiritual realm and then had an effect on the physical world. So yeah, I think that it is possible, but the way people speak about it now and claim that they're spiritual, man, show me some money, show me your good husband, your good wife, show me that job that ain't lay you off. show me that you know what I mean? Like you can regulate your emotions and you ain't dealing with all this trauma and PTSD, that these spirits help you overcome that. Like, show me something. Then I believe you.
No, that's real. But I got one more question for you. Like,
For sure.
so basically, we talk about the Bible and stuff. Back in the day, I really realized that you're knowledgeable. You're very knowledgeable. So back in the day with the slaves, when they couldn't read, how did they know God? That's what I'm really trying to figure out. If it's not a spiritual being, that you know what I'm saying? How do you see?
Well, no, I believe in, like I said in I don't, and I know the Muslims gonna kill me on this, but the Muslims have a word for it. It's called your fitra.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Fitra, something like that. And in English terms, we kind of say like, all human beings, you kind of know good from bad. Like you born in it where you do something bad, you kind of feel bad. Like you have this shameful feeling. We all have this shameful feeling, right? And then as we've become more indoctrinated and experience more, the level of shame we feel goes down because we've been indoctrinated. So, yeah, I think that naturally human beings, we are spiritual beings. Like the scientists, they don't even understand consciousness yet. Like there's many things in this world, bro, that we don't understand. And I don't claim to understand hardly nothing. Like I like people coming in here and they give me kudos. Like you seem to be a knowledgeable brother, but I think what keeps me base is because I think that I don't know everything. And it's a whole lot of things that I got to know. You know what I'm saying?
I got one more thing, just for the spiritual thing.
For sure.
So me, I like the fact that you say men got to work on themselves. I took a long journey to work on myself. And through that journey, I started to understand, I started seeing monarch butterflies, and I started saying it all the time, man. One lady told me, it's your spiritual people, you know what I'm saying? Your ancestors or whatever, right? And so I started doing research, and Mexicans, they celebrate on Halloween. I forgot what it's called. It's basically they go to the wood, they go to the grave sites, and basically the monarch butterflies come. But I started looking at the science about it, and the scientist, he basically didn't understand how these butterflies can get across the ocean and get to Mexico, And so basically he put a track on one of them in DC. And a couple of them in DC, and they end up getting there. You know what I'm saying? Their wings are not strong enough to go against the currents and all the wind. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's scientifically not proven how they don't supposed to get across this. How do they get there? And how do these people call this their spirits? You know what I'm trying to say?
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah, man. The spiritual world is crazy, man. We're not gonna trying to understand it. It could be almost a waste of time, to be honest. And like there's many things that human beings tend to think about and tend to dwell on, which they got no business dwelling on. That's why I say, focus on self and try to master self first, because that's the only thing that you can actually see some outcome, and the only thing that can directly impact and change your life is try to become the best version you can be. I think if you start there, the other things will start to unravel anyway, and will make more sense. But I'm definitely, I love these conversations, man. This is the type of stuff I can sit down and chop it up all day about, because I'd be interested in it. But since we live, we're doing a live stream, I got to get some other people in here, brother. But yo, blessings to you, man.
And you don't even know I played in the NFL, man, so I salute you, bro. Keep going, keep doing your thing, man.
Salute to you, man. What team you play for?
Played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Buffalo Bills, and the Broncos, man. I'm retired now, man, but it's
hey,
blessed.
That's a blessing, brother. That's a blessing, man. Retired NFL star. That's a blessing, man. Have a good one, brother. Appreciate you.
Blessings.
All right. Yeah, man, I like those conversations, those spiritual conversations, because it's not really like a debate. It's kind of more like you just kind of go back and forth based off of your perception of things. And it's always interesting because people always have unique and different perspectives on those type of conversations. Let's bring up Joe Bass. Joe Bass, I think let me get your name and where you're from.
I don't want to say my real name. Can you hear me?
I could hear you loud and clear, yep.
So my first name is Joanna from Connecticut.
Hey, Joanna, how's it going?
Good. My first time in any podcast. I listened to plenty of them.
Yep.
I really connect to you because I think that you tell all the truth, but you do it respectfully, like that. I'm a little nervous because I don't usually do this, but I'm just...
All good. Thank you for joining the stream. What would you like to speak about today?
So with the previous caller, you were talking about the Eve thing with the snake. The snake approached Eve because she was more susceptible and more influential. And I agree with you. I think the snake did that on purpose. But what is your opinion on like how Adam responded to that? Because when God called upon Adam, because he was the leader, he sort of did not take accountability. He threw it back in God's face and said, "Hey, it's the woman you gave me."
Okay. I think I understand this question. Your audio kind of went down. Maybe it's the hair got in the way. So I couldn't really hear you real clear. You know what? I'm going to have you repeat that again because you got the AirPods in, so I think the audio is picking up from there. Say that to me one more time. I know you were speaking about Adam and Eve and how God perceived Adam not taking accountability. So say that to me again.
Right. So in Genesis 3:9-12, when God calls upon Adam, he knows that Eve has done something. Right? He calls him into account. He says, "Hey, I heard you, but I hid because I realized I was naked." So God asked him, "Who told you were naked?"
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep.
And that's when he said, "Well, the woman you gave me fed me from the tree, and so I ate it."
Okay. And what's your question?
So my question is, Adam didn't take accountability there, did he? And he was the first man.
No, Adam didn't take accountability. I would say that he didn't take accountability because he ate the apple that Eve gave him. I would say that if anything, Adam was explaining what transpired. Adam also knew he did wrong. So he knew he did wrong. And then when God said something, he then first responded, said, "Hey," he explained. I mean, I could grant it and say, maybe Adam didn't take accountability, which is, human nature. There's many men that don't take accountability for current day things. The thing is, it's not to nitpick on who's not taking accountability. The thing is, when the man naturally feels consequences from his actions. I'll say it again. Like Adam, he naturally felt consequences to his actions. Did God even speak to Eve? No, God spoke to Adam, right? So think about it. Even within Adam's actions, he's the one that felt the consequence of it. Now, you will die. And your kids will die. You know what I mean? So you're going to live within sin. So when a man does things wrong, his experience, he always experienced consequences. The thing is, the reason why we speak about in these type of conversations and these podcasts, women taking accountability, because the reality of it, when women do wrong, there's always a man that's there to take the consequences for the woman. And the biblical story explains that. So there are women that's overweight. There's women that is rambunctious and masculine, but there's still a simp in her DMs that will say, "Baby, you gorgeous. I'll take you out." So does she really feel the consequences of her poor decisions? She really doesn't feel the consequences. The only time she feels the consequences of her poor decisions when we're speaking about dating and relationships is when she's, 40 plus and single and living at home with cats and dogs. And then her response to everything is all men are crap. Well, you're not taking accountability because why are like now you're actually feeling the consequences of not taking accountability, because now it's like you're past your prime. So these guys you don't qualify for anymore. You only qualify for sex and that's it. And now you finally understand it. So this is why we're getting the responses from women that's saying, "Oh, all men are crap," because they're 40 plus and single, living with cats and dogs, and now they're finally experiencing men disqualify them. They go into the club and got to pay for their own drinks. They're on these dating apps and niggas are just hitting it, quitting it, or seeing them and like, yeah, I'm good, ma. Like, they're finally getting these negative reactions from men. But when they were in their 20s, maybe even early 30s, maybe early 20s without no kids and all this baggage, the world was their oyster. Accountability, what? Accountability dismiss them because another nigga catch it. Like, here, I catch it. You got 4 kids? I caught the accountability. Girl, I'll take care of you. Come on in. Like, it's always a dude to take the accountability. And that story that you just told proves what I'm saying is correct.
I didn't see it that way, actually. I was like, oh, yeah, he didn't take accountability. He kind of said, hey, it's the woman you gave me. So I felt like he was just throwing it back in God's face. Yeah,
but the truth is that he's the one that felt the consequences. Eve didn't really feel the direct consequences from God. Like, Adam felt those consequences. So it's like, yeah, man, Adam saved Eve from her poor decision. If we're truly being honest, she didn't have to deal with the full direct wrath of God and that full direct communication. Like, you know, Adam, the reason why he was hiding, because he like, dang, this is God. I didn't listen to him. Just like, oh, okay, all right, God, yeah, well, the dang woman you provided me. like he got to go ahead and give that sob story. Like, yeah, the dang woman you provided me, man. Yeah, she convinced me. I done ate the apple. So, yeah, like Eve didn't have to want to come up and say, hey, God, yeah, sorry. No, it was Adam that had to do that. So he felt the consequences from it. Of course, then, you know, Eve, of course, felt consequences because she's going to die too. And she's, you know, sees herself naked. She's living in shame and things like that. So, yeah, but you get what I'm saying.
I really greatly appreciate it. I mean, you broke it down very well. I didn't see that angle, and I appreciate it. That's awesome.
Yeah. Good question. Good question. It's and it's my first time having this conversation. I'll tell you this, the reason why I can have conversations and give different perspectives on a fly is because I always try to view the world outside of myself. You know, many people have a perception and their perception is unique. It's to them. It's good. Everyone has their own unique perception. And most people operate from that standpoint and they're able to perceive things based off their experiences. A small percentage of people have the ability, which is it's an art of a perspective. And that's the seeing the world outside of yourself and critically thinking. If you're always thinking, like when you bring this question up, I had to think like, okay, all right, this makes sense. I see what you're saying. But all right, let me actually get outside of myself and put my shoes if I was actually Eve and Adam and God and living in it. And then I just came up with that on the fly. And I even gave myself goosebumps as I was explaining it because I'm like, God dang, this does make actual logical sense. But yeah, it happens all the time on No Fugazee podcast. I appreciate you. And I'm going to get to the next caller, okay?
Have a great night.
You too. All right, chat, we do it live. You know what I mean? Get people that come in here with some different questions and I give some perspectives off the fly and you get the truth out of it. But, you know, what she said was, you know, accountability. Yeah, that was true. But I opened her mindset up a little more and like, but yeah, Adam is the one that actually felt the direct consequences from God for his actions and Eve didn't. So Adam there's always a man that's out there that's willing to accept a woman. Truthfully, that shouldn't be accepted and take the consequences off of her. And this is why it never triggers me. It doesn't even bother me, but it could become a little annoying when you get these feminists that come on my podcast and stuff like that. And they're just like, oh, I don't need a man, or we could do all, you know, the world will be better without a man, or equality. We want everything just like a man. Like, no, you don't. You're a liar. You don't even know what you're speaking about. Like, if anything, a man living in a world's shoes it'll be a much comfortable, gentle life. Because there's always a guy that's willing to, you know, take the consequences off your back. There's always a simp out there. But yeah. All right, chat. Man, I've been rocking with y'all for 2 hours and we didn't really get any debates in today, just conversations. But Hey, go ahead and like the podcast. Don't be a ninja watcher. Go ahead and like this podcast and support the podcast. I do these streams every Wednesday, open debates. If you want to go ahead and join the stream, you can click the first link in the description. But we do have a show this Friday, so stay tuned. This Friday, we're going to go live around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, man, go ahead and tune in and join the podcast. Subscribe to the podcast. We do have the tiers, the membership. There's a few links in the description, actually. Let me go ahead and share let's go ahead and share my screen. I'll do this with y'all. Okay, right before we go, because it's a lot of ninja watchers in here. Y'all need to support. Okay, let's stop sharing that one, and then let's share YouTube Studios. All right. So, chat, here we go. Here's the links, man. So, links is right here. First link is to join the stream. Second link in the YouTube description is to join a membership. We got 3 tiers: Gang, Hitman, and Mob Ties. We got the merch link right here. So if you just click on the description, you'll see the merch link. And actually, you know what? Let me stop sharing that. Let me do it this way. Go to my channel. Go to the live screen. Do it this way so y'all can see it. Now let's share the screen. And booyah. Share. Okay. So, chat, let's see here. Let's go and bring that right there. All right, chat. So, everyone in here, click the like right here. We got 174 likes, bro. All right, now we got 175 because I just liked it. Go ahead and get the likes up. The membership right there is to join. We got the one-on-one coaching. I coach men on, masculinity, dating, and relationships. I also do couples coaching, and then I also do media and marketing coaching. If you want to grow a YouTube channel or grow your Facebook or Instagram, hit me up, man. Facebook, I get paid lots of money because I'm monetized on it. YouTube, I get paid lots of money because I'm monetized on it. So I'm monetized on 2 channels right now. And if you need help into monetizing what you do, I do media and marketing coaching. So go ahead and click this link. I got you. The store. All right. So we got the store right here. Okay. That brought up another link. I can't even. Oh, it's only still showing this one. Okay. Bet. So we got the store. Actually, let me go ahead and show this then. Stop sharing. Bring it here. I'm going to show you how to merch. Where that's at. Okay, boom. Here to merch. Show you how to store real quick. All right, so we got the Mr. Man glasses. These are the famous glasses I always wear. If you want a pair, you can go ahead and purchase a pair. It's a limited edition. These glasses is tough, bro. They're durable. Got a good leather case. That's my brand, Mr. Man. A name I came up. Well, actually, my sister called my son Mr. Man, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna name my brand that for my glasses, Mr. Man. So shout out to my sis, Candace. We got God over man, man over woman, woman over children t-shirts, the realest t-shirts, and you see the logo on the front, that No Fugazee logo. That's that new logo right there. This one. Go ahead and purchase the merch, man. We sold out the last time. We stocked up a whole lot, so we got a lot for y'all, man. Didn't sell out the second time because we like triple stocked, but go ahead and purchase the merch. It's been selling by the day. Loads of people buying. So the shirts are good quality. They fit good on the arms. You can wear it out to the gym. You can wear it just out. You can wear it to church. You can wear it anywhere. You can wear this shirt on a first date so the chick know that you are above her. However you want to do it, man, you could go ahead and rock the shirt. But, okay. Yeah, man, everyone in the chat, go ahead and support, man. We're going to go ahead and end this stream. Tune in this Friday. We got a panel of 4 to 6 girls. Without further ado, appreciate y'all. And this podcast has been... No Fugazee. And yeah, man, I ain't getting no switchboard. I like my buttons. We out. Actually, Gabby, off. You done. And you want to leave too? This is how our relationship goes. God over man, man over woman, woman over children.